Hey comrades, welcome to this video. This is the speedrun guide for the any percent category of Karate the Castle 2, one of the best flash games out there. And so it is an any percent run, so we are gonna start a new file, which is important. On each of the categories you have to start a new file, apart from all achievements and New Game Plus. But this is an any percent run, so doesn't matter. This is the map with full run completed already. We have 5 regions. The first one is Betsonian Island, which is the longest one and has some of the most difficult castles, especially this one. More on that later. Then we have South Promontory, which is the easiest region, one of the longest too. It has 12 castles. Then we have North Montes, the second shortest and also one of the easiest. Then we have Terra Magnus, which is one of the longest too. I think it's the one in the middle actually. And has some of the more difficult castles on this area, which is the ice castles. That's how I call them. And then we have Konalopolis. This is the hardest region and also the shortest, and it's always at the end of the run, apart from the New Game Plus route. Because on New Game Plus you can do whatever route you want. Anyway, we're gonna start a new file, and one important thing is that if you play on Flashpoint, you can go to View here and put the quality on low. You go to View, then Quality, and put it on low. Okay, that's the change. Now with quality in low, lag will be smaller, like you will have less lag overall. So let's start. We create first a new file and we go continue twice and go to Besonia Island. Here you have these first 2 castles and go like this. You have to press on the castle and tap right. Well, right. You have to tap on the R key on your keyboard. Like every time you press R on your keyboard, you will restart. And this is important because when you come into a castle and restart, you come to your you get to the catapult in a shorter while, like you get faster. Like this is without a restart and this is with a restart. Look at that difference. Like it's a lot faster to just restart. The camera moves faster to the left whenever you restart. Okay, now get into the castles. First castle is too easy. Like you go like this, you hit it on this area, this triangle made of wood. You have a few options. You can go higher to hit the roof. That was too high. That is how you are supposed to deal with the roof. Now, you can also go even lower than the previous shoot. Well, that is the perfect shoot. This is the perfect place to hit the castle. But most of the time you will do the... No, that's not what I wanted. I think that is... Yes. This is the shoot that you will do the most. It's slower than the other 2 methods, but it's very difficult to do the trajectory that you want always, so it's a good backup. Then we have First Day of Spring. This is the easiest castle. It's only that you have to hit this on the highest point possible, but not hit the border, because if you hit the edge of this piece of metal, it will fall slower. So you have to hit on the top of the metal bar, but that's it. Nothing more for that castle. Then we have King of the Hill. This castle you unlock the 3 locks. But you can skip this cutscene. Well, you have to press OK if you restart. If you restart, you avoid that cutscene and you can shoot it right away. That's not how you are supposed to do it. You have to shoot at this distance, at this altitude, and kill these guys. You have to aim for the middle of the castle. That's too low. No, that's bad. Okay, that's good. You have to aim for that middle piece of wood that separates both rooms. And that's it. Then we have the 3 little princes. And this is a pretty simple castle. Just aim low. A general tip for this castle is that you have to aim lower than you may think. Because look at that, I aimed so low, and yet I got all three castles done. Well, castles. Let's call them rooms. That is the perfect shoot, by the way. If you hit each room with a lock, that's the perfect way to deal with it. Then we have this castle. This is a pretty difficult castle. When you unlock the stone, and like as I showed you, I pressed the reset before the cutscene played. So pretty much on every castle, right away after you click on the castle on the map like this, right when you click, you press R at the same time or just after it, so you can go to the catapult as soon as possible. Then we have to shoot this. That's too high. You have to aim for the middle of the castle again. That's too high. That's too high again. This is a very difficult shoot, so just reset until you get it right. That's the backup. You can also get that, but it's a lot more unlikely than the perfect way to deal with it. That's the perfect shoot, yes. This is where you have to hit it, because the stone falls and hits this guy, and the castle falls to the right, so the guys that are here die anyway, because the castle falls and kills them. No, that's not the hit I wanted. But if you hit high and the castle falls and you are not gonna kill this guy, you can shoot another stone to kill it before the castle falls. Like that. And now you go as quickly as possible to get this guy. Yes, that's how you can do a backup and keep a good pace if you fail the first shot. Then we have the stone ball castle. This is a pretty simple castle. You only have to shoot the stone as hard as possible to rebound of this, get some speed, and then wait for the stone to kill this guy. So that's it. You can also do another strat. No, that's not what I wanted. No. That if you hit... No. Why do I have the 3 stones? Oh, I unlocked them anyway. So... No, that's too high. That's too... no, that's not what I wanted. You have to hit it... You have to release the stone so early. Yeah, that's it. Oh no. Why? What? I've never seen that before. No, that's not how it's supposed to go. That's not how it is supposed to go. I think that's too forward. Yeah, it is. Okay, no. Why do I keep on missing this? Okay, this should be good, I think. Yes. What? Well, it doesn't matter. Just, on this castle, just shoot the stone as hard as possible, so it rebounds of this. That also works. We are not gonna wait. Another thing. Whenever a castle is about to get finished, right when the last enemy dies, well, I'm gonna test it on this. Right whenever the last enemy dies, you can go to this button and... What? Okay. And you get the progress anyway. I'm gonna test it here. Okay, this castle is the most difficult one in the game. This is the worst castle by far. What? I mean, that's literally the perfect way to get out of this castle. With one shot. And yeah, so with the first stone you kill the guy here. With the second stone you kill the guy up here. And with the last stone you hope that it gets this guy, because this guy is gonna die anyway, because this pole that holds the triangle made of wood will die anyway, because the plank will hit him and he will die. So usually you have to shoot 3 times. So you spam the stones like this, always at the same, at a similar altitude. And whenever you shoot the fourth one, just press on this button right here, this square, and press yes whenever the last guy dies. I didn't get it, so let's restart. So first you shoot once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. That should do it. Exactly, that's how you do it. Then, Great Tower. This is another castle that can be a little bit tricky sometimes. That was a huge lag. But with one hit you should be able to clear it off, and same as before. You do one shot to another second shot for safety in the any percent route and hit yes. Hit the square and then yes to exit the castle. Then we have Outpost. This is a pretty simple castle. On this castle you unlock the iron shell, but it is better to switch to the 3 stones because it's a lot safer. So you hit these guys, and sometimes this guy will survive the hit of the stones, so maybe you have to wait. But right after you shoot, you can press on the square and exit the level right after the last knight on the right dies. Okay, this is another castle that can be a pain sometimes. You shoot once. No, that's not how it is supposed to go. You shoot once. Don't be scared of hitting too high, because this castle is pretty generous with how high you can throw, like this. You may imagine that I've thrown too high, but it still hits really low because the castle is so far away. Okay, last region of the first region. You unlock the 3 iron shells, and this castle for all goals is a pain, but for any percent it's just you hit. You will most of the time hit 2 of these guys, and then you just go back and finish the last off. Exactly, like that. I'm gonna try to get it in one shot. No. That's only one. That's the right altitude, but for some reason this plank of wood didn't get destroyed. Same result as always, but that's how you have to shoot it, and just hope that this piece of wood dies. Okay, this castle is another pain, especially in all golds. In all golds is disastrous, but in any percent, if you spam the iron shells at this place, you have to aim for these cages. Like, this is the regular way to do it. You go like this, and that's it. Most of the time you will take 3 shots, 4 shots until the last enemy dies. So aim always for these cages. Sometimes the guys at the back will survive everything, so you just have to restart because they get covered with the metal and the stones, so it is impossible to deal with them. And now we have floating plains. I prefer to do this castle last because it's really easy. Because with 2 shots you will get it every single time. You first hit high and then low. And you finish off this last guy with the last shot. Let's repeat. First high and then low. And that's it. So that's for Betsonian Island. Then we meet Cormin the Engineer. Cormin the Engineer is the second guy that gives you weapons. The first guy that gave you the weapons was Halgrim. Let's call it Halgrim, and that's it. So, really important. In South Promontory, you don't want to start with highly explosive. Why? I'll explain later. But first, you have to start with one of these 2 castles. It doesn't matter which one. I prefer this one because it's easier, but you can do it with both. So you unlock the bomb. With the bomb you can create explosions, and that's pretty much this castle. You just have to shoot the bomb as hard as possible and hit this place where the explosive barrels are, and that's it. One very important thing. You hit this right after you shoot. But don't hit yes after the king dies, because it is really easy to mistime the exit and exit too early and have to do the castle over again. So, same thing, but this time you have to hit this place. And after these two guys die, you move on to the next castle. Same thing. It can be very RNG heavy, this castle, because these two guys can sometimes not die at all. But yeah, aim low, and most of the time these guys will die. I want to get one of the times that these guys don't die. Please. Yeah, this is one of those times. If this guy stays alive, just reset. Because it's not worth it to try to hit this guy. Like, this guy is so far, so it is really difficult to reach him with a bomb. Okay, I did. But yeah, if you fail, just restart. And now, highly explosive. This is a castle that you don't have to use the bomb. The best strat is using the iron shells. You will have to shoot it as high as possible to kill these guys. Because... Wait, no, that's not the... Whatever. Because the intended way of this castle is to do this. And this can sometimes happen. So if you don't kill these guys, these two guys will almost most certainly die. But it can be really annoying whenever the two guys on the right don't die. Okay, this time they did. But it's just faster and safer to use the iron shells and kill these two guys. I'm high, so you can kill them. You can also do this, which is aiming low. No, that's not how to aim low. Yes, that's more like it. To do the same, but just aim higher so you can deal with these guys. It doesn't matter how high you aim. Well, not as high as possible, as usual. You just aim high, enough high to kill the two guys in the front and the two guys in the back. Okay, now we unlock the 3 bombs, and it is really important that you do these 2 castles before these 2. Why? Because of this. You get the 3 bombs. Now you go low to kill these 2 guys, and then you go high, but not too high. But you can also do another shot for safety. And right whenever the last guy on this part of the castle dies, you move on to the next castle. Let's see it again. That's not how it is supposed to go. And yeah. 2 shots should be enough, but if you have to do 3, do a 3rd shot. There is nothing wrong with it. And then we have Junkyard Keeper. Junkyard Keeper is a really strange castle. It's just a clusterfuck of wood protecting this one guy. This is the longest goal, like it is 4 shots, the longest of the whole game. And yeah, 4 shots is usually enough to kill him, but there's nothing wrong with doing a 5th shot. But there is another trick, which is aiming so low. So this piece of wood clips into the floor and it pushes the guy into the plank of metal. And he dies. But it sometimes doesn't happen. Like, if you aim low... Okay, this happened again. No, that's too high. Yeah, I aimed right and still didn't get it. Yeah, it's not changing everything, it's just RNG. So if you wanna try it out, you can search for this and see if a consistent method, because if you get a consistent with this trick, it will be a pretty big time save. But yeah, 3 Little Princesses. This is a ripoff of the castle called the 3 Little Princess. And instead of using the 3 bombs, we are gonna switch to the 3 iron shells. It is really quick to change to the iron shells. You don't have to press left and then select it. You just have to go to the left. Before you hit this, you just press on the iron shells and you can do it. You can shoot at this altitude or you can shoot higher and then finish it off with a second try. What? She didn't die? What? Okay, that's strange. Anyway, it is better to hit low than hit high. Okay, that is almost the perfect shot. What? Okay, that is weird. That is a perfect shot. What? Why are these girls trolling me right now? Okay, now, that is the right way to do it. And there's nothing more to it. There's no easy tricks or nothing. On this, same thing. You don't want to use the 3 bombs because it is slower. The bombs don't push the wall as quick as the iron shells. Oh, no. Wait. You see, it was really slow with the bombs, so we are gonna use iron shell because it is much quicker. Look at that. And that's it. Okay. Beachfront castle. Same thing. Also, what's this bomb? This is completely useless in the speedrun. It is completely useless. You will not use it on any single castle. So for this castle, you have to go like this. This is the safe strat, which is the strat I do, which is hitting with a shell on this part of the castle. Then the shell will rebound and hit this other part. It is pretty safe. You can mess it up, but we have also the risky strat, which that is the most usual result. You have to go like this and push this part of the castle into the lower part and hope that the guy in the lower part dies. Like this. I am not getting it for some reason. Like this. No, I'm not gonna be here with it because if you die with the bomb, you will have to wait for it to explode. Yes, that's it. That's the intended way to beat the castle, but it is much safer and, well, not safer, it's just a lot, shit. It's just a lot faster to just do this and hope that you don't get any bullshit luck. Okay, look behind you. This is a pretty simple castle. You have 2 strats, which are both pretty safe and quick. This is the safer version, which is hitting the... No, that's not the safer version. You can go like this, and these stones will push this guy into the wall and kill him. And we have the riskier strat, which is even faster, which is hitting the balls low, hitting the iron shells. That sounded so bad. Why is the knight not dying? Okay, finally. That is the riskier strat, but it is a lot faster also. And then we have the meant reason, like the intended reason to this castle, which is hitting with a slow bomb here, letting it roll over the knight, and let him die. Okay. For this castle, the intended way is so stupid. The intended way is this. No, that's not the intended way. The intended way is shooting this bomb as hard as possible. Let it rebound off here, and hope it gets in time here. And this is pretty safe. But this is a lot safer. You have 2 versions. The safe version. Okay, that was not the safe version. But it doesn't matter really. If you hit it high, they will have to fall to die. But if you hit it low, that is not low. If you hit it low, they will die instantly. Why? I don't know, but they will. Okay, Arrow Tower. This is a lot more difficult than the previous castle, but it's pretty similar. You have to use the iron shells to push this castle away, and then they will die. The intended way it's pretty different. It's just shooting two slow bombs at this, so they get back here. And then the castle will fall. But it is a lot safer and a lot easier to just spam iron shells at this height. And well, this is a little bit annoying when it happens, so don't aim too high, because if you aim too high, the king will die, but not the princess. The prince. What am I doing? Okay, after that castle we have North Montes. This is one of the shortest regions, one of the easiest also. We have I Refuse, where you unlock the parachute bomb. The parachute bomb is my favorite weapon in the game. And this castle is pretty simple. You just have to aim for this place in the castle, like here. If you go too high, just click on the screen. So this is how the parachute bomb works. If you go too high, click, and then it will deploy the parachute and explode when it contacts with anything. Okay, let's see it again. And that way, if you click exit fast, you can avoid a lot of the lag that the game will cause whenever all that chain explosion will happen. Then we have the Great Wall. It doesn't matter really the order of these castles. I prefer to do High Bridge first because it's a lot more RNG heavy and inconsistent. So we have this. This will explode and these two castles will fall and usually kill this guy. It didn't happen this time. That's the RNG. If you don't get to kill this guy, well, he will just not die because it's RNG. Now he died. Let's see a third time. If you go higher, no, that's a bad throw. You have to try to go as high as possible, so the bomb falls as fast as possible. Because whenever you shoot the bomb, if you press here, it will take a while to shoot, to fall and explode. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, that's a good shoot. Okay, you see, now it fell almost instantly. That is much quicker than letting the parachute slow down the bomb going down. Then we have chain reaction. This is a pretty simple castle. Do the same exact strat as last time. You have the safe version. This is not the safe version. Okay, here. And then in the middle just press and wait for the bomb to explode and take out this. Also, don't press exit until these two guys have fallen down. Because if you press whenever the explosion takes place, you will not beat the castle and you will have to do it all over again. I'm trying to do the danger strat. Okay, that looks good. Okay, this is really good. Because the bomb fell a lot before hitting the parachute. And then we have the Great Wall. The Great Wall has two strats. The safe strat, which is using the parachute bomb and waiting it to hit these guys, which is the strat I use. Because the other two strats are just too risky. The first risky strat, but not the riskiest, is this one. You have to do the same exact thing of the last two castles, which is shooting the bomb really high, so it falls quickly instead of waiting for it to fail with the parachute. That's a little bit better, but not what I wanted. That's not too high. Okay, that's good, I think. No, not at all. No. Man. No, that's too high. You see, the gap between failing and not... Okay, nice. That was perfect. And now we have the riskiest strat, which is the iron shells. And just hitting this wall. If you are lucky, that will happen. If you will hit low, that's more likely to happen, but sometimes they will get finished off by the stones. If you hit middle, same thing happens. And if you hit high, that will happen. Instead of this bar falling first, it will fall at the same time and not kill anything. This is a very risky strat. It is not as consistent as I've showed now. But yeah, it's... If you want to play it very risky, you can try it. It will save time, for sure. Not much, but it will be a decent time save. Okay. For the second part of North Montes, we have to go for from above. We are gonna go for the regular strat, the intended strat for the castle, which is shooting 2 remote bombs in the 2 holes for the of the castle. Here for the wizard and here for the buffon. Whenever we press this button, the detonate button, the bombs will explode. And that's it for the regular strat. Then we have the 2 other strats, which is the triple bomb, spamming it just uncontrollably, just spamming the triple bomb until the 2 guys are killed. It is not very reliable, but it can work. It's not completely unreasonable. It's RNG heavy, of course. It's just luck based. And then we have the iron shells. That it's the same strat, but with iron shells instead of the 3 bombs. We go like this, and this. I missed that. And this. Usually 3 or 4 shots should be enough to take it down. Okay. Okay, that's a good... that's a really good iron shell strat. Okay, then we have well set stone. Why this castle? Mainly because in this situation you will have the remote bomb. So you have to switch to the parachute bomb and hit right in the middle of this castle. You have to shoot 2 bombs quickly. That's not the way. So this thing dies, and these wooden triangles should finish off the job. Okay, that's good. And now, I don't know if that's good. I think it is. Okay, that's really unlucky. Well, we've already seen the good way to do it. Then we have the intended way of the game, which is shooting 2 bombs on the... What? Where is the other bomb? Where the hell is the other bomb? No, that's not the way. Okay, we have to shoot the 2 remote bombs in the same place of the parachute bombs. Why the parachute bombs? Are they more powerful or anything? No, they are just more precise. Seriously, the remote bomb got stuck there? Okay, that's too high. If you miss the first shot, just reset, because it's almost the same as going back. What the hell? I am missing every single shot. Well, forget about it. Just use the parachute bomb. It's easier and more precise. Then we have the triple this strat. You will have to use the triple bomb to kill these 2 guys, and then you have to finish it off with this low shot. This is open the hatch, by the way. Let's see it again. Just 1 in the middle. No. 1 in the middle and 1 low. Sometimes you will have to shoot a 3rd one high, or even a 4th one low, like this time. Like middle and low. Oh, that's weird. Ah, okay. And that's how you are supposed to deal with that castle. Then we have weak foundation. We have two ways to deal with this castle. The safe way, which is the intended way, which is shooting a remote bomb here, detonating it, important to detonate it early, and detonating a second bomb. And we have the safer, well, it's not safer, but it's a lot quicker, which is shooting twice with the iron shells to make this castle fall. This is not 100% reliable, but it will most likely take out the castle in 2 shots. Or maybe 3 at worst. Maybe sometimes it gets stuck and you will never be able to clear it, but just reset. That's what the reset button is there in the first place. There is another crazy strat with the remote bomb, which is shooting a remote bomb in between these two. And also sometimes, if you get lucky, just with one remote bomb, you can kill the whole castle. Okay, let's try it again. No, that's not how it is supposed to go. That's not too high. Yes. That's good. No, just barely. Oh, wait. Maybe it is more consistent to do with the weak shot. This is the weak shot, by the way. It's not very useful, but it can be useful on some certain castles. Like, if they are so close, you can sometimes use this. It's really difficult to get this strat, so we're gonna forget about it, because the 3 iron shell strat is so quick and pretty reliable, so just use that. Then we have Terra Magnus, which is the land where we meet Mauril the Great, the wizard. And the first castle is remove tab before use. And we unlock the firebomb. The firebomb is a pretty simple weapon. You will have to shoot it on something made of wood to make it burn. It will not make it would not work on stones or metal. Like, let's see it again. How it works on metal. Yeah, on metal it does nothing. But on wood, it sets up on fire. And there is no safe strat or speed strat or the speed strat for this castle. It's just waiting for this cube to fall and kill the girl. Then we have to go to fireproof walls. There is not yet an iron shell strat, but we have the regular strat and the intended way to beat the castle, which is just shooting a firebomb up here as high as possible. It will hit the left or the middle roof of the castle, and right whenever the king dies, you will have to press here and leave the castle. And that's the only stat viable for that castle. Then we have sacrifice. There are 2 strats. You can shoot a firebomb here and aim for this barrel, which is pretty easy. You have to shoot it really high. Shoot very early. And it is 100% reliable if you hit the barrel. But we have other strats, which are the iron shell. You have to shoot twice. No, that's not the way. First, you have to take out the first tower of the castle and then go as high as possible to take out the second. Sometimes you will miss the first castle, the first tower, so you have to do another shot. And then we have the strat that I use, which is the hybrid. The hybrid is a safe strat which uses the firebomb, but before we get to see the firebomb, we get back and shoot the iron shells to finish off the first tower quicker. You didn't actually see it correctly. I'm gonna do it right now. No, that's not the way. Okay, that should be good. No, that's not what I wanted. And that's how the start works. That is the hybrid. And then we have light the fuse. The intended way to beat this castle is again the firebomb. You have to shoot this firebomb and aim for the roof made of wood, not the metal, the wood. Like here, and that's it. The fire will propagate to the wood, and it will kill all the enemies in the castle. It will take a while because the fire is a little bit slow, but it will get the job done, and it is pretty easy. But it's even easier to just use 3 iron shells and take it out in one shot. Like, aim for this exact part, like around this area, and it will take out the castle almost always. Then we have antenna. Antenna is a pretty simple castle. We get the electric bomb. You have to shoot the electric bomb as high as possible, so it electrifies this post, and the electricity will propagate until it reaches the queen and kill it. Let's see it again. It hits the antenna, and you leave the... Oh, another really important thing. You don't have to exit the castle whenever it gets electrified. You have to wait for the tombstone. You have to wait for the tombstone to drop, like this. Exactly. Whenever you hear the dead zone, you have to leave the castle. Then we have power station. This is a castle that can lose a lot of time if you mistime your shoot, like that. Okay, that's a perfect shot. Let's try to see it again. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If you miss, just reset, because there is no progress in this castle. Then we have electrical problems. On this castle, there is the intended way to beat it, which is using fire to take out this post made of wood, and then go back, wait for the post to be burnt, and shoot an electrical bomb on this place. Because this is made of metal, and the electricity goes like this until it reaches the queen and the king. But there are 2 other strats. We have the bomb strategy, which is a little bit riskier, but it will get the job done most of the time. And then we have the iron shell strat, which is faster than the bomb strat and a little bit safer too, which is just spamming the iron shells high in this castle, and it will get the job done in between 2 and 5 shots. Let's see it again. You have to aim like this. Don't be scared of aiming too high. That's how it is supposed to go, and they will die. So then we have the last castle in this province, Broken Circuit. In Broken Circuit, this is the castle that you have to deal with last in this region, whatever I'm saying. I mean, why this route? Because in Antenna, you just shoot the electrical bomb, and it is pretty quick. Then you have to go to this, same electrical bomb, and leave. And then you go to this. We have to know that we have the electrical bomb right now on stock. So you have to go once to the left, and then go with the iron shells. So once you beat this castle, you have 2 iron shells in stock. So reset and take the log. Why the log? Because of this. You will have to push this metal bar to touch this other metal bar, but that is connected to the wizard. Then go back to the left, press left to select the electrical weapon, and go like this. And that's it. There is nothing more to it. Let's do it again. You have this on stock. Then you go log, hit the metal bar, go left, left again, electrical weapon. If you miss, just do another time. If you miss again, just do another try. Never reset on this level, because you will have to push the bar again. So that's it. Then we have the ice castles. I think these four are pretty hard castles apart from this one. But Iron Temple is the easier of the ice castles. We have the ice bomb. The ice bomb makes everything fragile. Whatever it hits, it will make it work like glass. So whenever you hit a castle with ice, you have to switch to the iron shells and aim for the frozen part, like this. And that's it. Let's see it again. Let's see. Ice. Aim for the lower part, so the castle falls. And that's it. Next castle is Precarious. It doesn't matter the order of this region actually, apart from the last one. The last one has to be that castle. If you miss and hit this castle, miss this room, just hit it again. If you go too high, don't reset, just throw another one. And this is the perfect placement. You have to aim to hit the ice here. That was unintended. You have to hit with the ice bomb here, on just behind this bar. So then, go back, select again the iron shells, and try to go low. Shoot twice if you are not confident, and leave the castle. And that's it. I'm not gonna do it again because it's really hard. Then we have Deep Within. This is even harder because it's also RNG. And first, we shoot the iron, not the iron, the ice bomb. If you don't get... Okay, this is how you have to get it. You have to freeze all this area. If you get to freeze these 3 bars, but you don't get frozen these 2, like this arc here, just shoot another one. Why? Because the iron shells will... What? Should take care of the wizard. Okay, that is the intended way. Let's go back to the ice. That's a good throw? No. Again, if you have frozen these 3 bars, but not this one, go back and throw another one. Perfect. Then we go, and another thing. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, always, whenever you have any weapons of the wizard, it is quicker not to click on the arrow. It is quicker to click on the remote bomb and then the iron shells. But don't overpress it. Just go 1, twice and shoot. Don't mash it frantically on your mouse, because that will make it weird. Oh, if you miss your throw, just spam iron shells until you get the castle done. Don't reset, because resetting on this castle is pain. And then we have the last castle. You have to always do this castle last in this region. Thick walls. Why? Because this is the only ice castle that you will never use ice on. You have to use 2 iron shells, 2 throws of iron shells, and it will go down every single time. And if it doesn't go down, shoot a 3rd one. It doesn't matter. But with 2 shots, it should be more than enough. And then we reach Konalopolis. This is the last region of the game. And this is the intended way to go, like from down up, and Solid City being the last castle. But I don't like that actually. I prefer to do Solid City first, because we unlock the Vial of Acid. Okay. First, we have to aim for a pretty precise spot, which is this one. Oh, perfect. This is the exact spot where you have to shoot. You have to go over this wall and hit right in between these 2 pieces of... I don't know what this material is. It is concrete something? I don't know. Let's see it again. Okay, that can happen. If you hit this guy, you can shoot another one. But you have to take down both this and this. Okay, that's not good. You have to reset. So it's better even to shoot twice. If you hit this one, you are screwed and you have to reset. Or you can also keep spamming acid. Perfect. We hit the same spot. And you can also make the castle go down quicker with a parachute bomb if you manage to get to the king, but that's not pretty reliable. And then we go to bomb shelter. Bomb shelter is one of the most difficult and RNG heavy castles. In 80% is not that bad, but in all goals is awful. So we have to hit this piece of wood, so it makes the acid go down and take out these two pieces of metal. And now the two cages should take out the king. If they don't, you have two strats. My strat, which is the remote bomb, and you have to aim for this. So the remote bomb, whenever it is close, detonate it, and it should take it out. But we have the game dreams strat, which is shooting ice and then selecting the 3 logs. Why the 3 logs? Because they will take out the king and they will not roll over here, so they are more likely to kill the king. And that's it. Then we have sewer rats. Sewer rats is a moderately difficult castle. In all goals is awful, but in 80% is pretty easy. You just have to reset or just keep spamming acid. Like here. Here. That's the right spot. You have to aim for this roof. And there should not be any problem if you get it right. Yes. You have to aim for the middle roof. Like, that's a good throw. No, that's too high. That's too high again. That's too high again. That's too short. Oh no, it fell down before. Whatever. No, that's too low. That's too high. And that's perfect. No, it wasn't. That's perfect. Yes. You have to shoot here. And you can use the triple bombs to make the castle go down faster. So just spam the 3 bombs. And that's it. Then we have Ballet Palace. We have to go back to AZ and aim for here or here. If you go here, it is even faster, and that's the best method, but it is really difficult to get this place. And it's also riskier because there is a guy here, like there is this guy, that if you go too low, it will hit him, or it can even hit this roof if you go too low. But yeah, if you aim for this place around here, you should be able to clear it. And if you hit this, it's a bit worse, but it's not a major difference. You may lose a couple seconds, but nothing major. Now, whenever the acid clears out the guys, we move on to the next castle, Castle Konolopolis, which is pretty simple. You have to hit acid as high as possible, and it will always hit this, and then switch to the 3 bombs. With the 3 bombs, you take out first this part of the castle, this tower, and then keep spamming bombs. Keep spamming those bombs until the castle is done. In all goals, you don't have to use these bombs. In all goals, you have to use the acid and pray that it clears out everything. But in 80%, you only have to clear the castle. You don't have to get goals. So you have to go like this, keep spamming bombs, and that's it. And then we have the final castle, Ballroom Dance. This is an anticlimactic castle because you just have to use iron shells. 1 throw should be enough to kill all of this. Sometimes you will get digged, but just finish it off with another throw. And that's it. or you can also go with 2 shots. Oh, by the way, we just unlocked the new catapult, or the siege machine, like it is called. Oh, we didn't get the cutscene. Well, that's the guide for any percent, guys. We got the job done, comrades. So if you wanna know more about the game, you can visit the speedrun.com page on speedrun.com, and we'll see you next time, guys. See ya, comrades. Good luck on the attempts.